Hi, Jim Van Gelder here with a short introduction to keeping a nature journal video. I'm going to do this in the form of a flip through of one of my journals. The first point is, how does a nature journal differ from a regular sketchbook? In a sketchbook, the emphasis is just on art. A journal is a tool for recording your observations. Gives you a record of things you've seen, where you've been. So it's always a good idea to start out with a title page. You can list where you were, what the weather was like, who you might have been with, and then you go on to your more detailed observations. These are some red-headed woodpeckers on a field trip up near New Paltz. Some of these guys look a little like space aliens, but I think I get a little better as I go along. So you record what you saw, different birds, what they were doing. I have a lot of birds in my journal because I do a lot of birding these days. Physical features of the birds, what they were doing. The best observations come from direct observation, but sometimes it's handy to be able to work from a photograph, have a little more time. Much better job on the eyes on this guy. These are some drawings of my dart frogs, gulls at Greenwood Lake. My favorite tool is the 0.7 millimeter mechanical pencil. Very handy. But you can get a lot more impact by using a water-soluble pen, like this Pilot Razor Point 2, along with a water brush. You soften up the pen with a water brush, use it to get your values, then you can go back in with the pen, darken it, redefine your drawing. Very quick and economical. I generally include a list of birds I've seen or other wildlife, notable plants. And as I said, direct observation is always the best. But sometimes it's nice to sit down with a photograph and get a little more detail. And I have a little palette. This is actually useful for the field too. Very compact. There's some bears. Not all drawings have to be elaborate. And these are some snapping turtles. In times of cold or harsh weather, it's good to be able to work at a zoo or a museum. And this is the kind of observation that you can record. This little snapping turtle balances on its tail so it can reach the surface for air more easily. And sometimes it's nice to do a really detailed page. This was done on site, a landscape, bird I happened to see. And some little vignettes of things of interest during the day. Or a nice simple pencil drawing to record observations. These were some ducks with some interesting behavior. And I'm just going to close out with a flower image, kind of offset some of the birds. So I hope you've enjoyed this. Thanks for watching.